Week 31 in the final throes of cold weather and rainy days. Let's get to the recap. Hey everybody. Well, so we got through week 31. Wow, really on the backside of this deal. Was not a bad workout week, so to say, but the weather was a little sketchy at times. Had some rain. Those cold fronts come in, and we got the warm, moist air from the Gulf, and we just end up with rainy days and kind of caused some trouble late in the week. Let's get to the recap, and we'll talk about mileages and go from there. So week 31, in the swim, we had 6,000 yards even, had 110 miles on the bike, and 18.1 miles on the run for a total active work time of 10 hours and 36 minutes. So kind of creeping back up. These next few weeks are really going to expand in terms of volume, so stay tuned on that. Conditions during workouts. Weather, like I mentioned, was a factor. This early spring, it's just inevitable. We're going to get that warm air, moist air from the Gulf, and these cold fronts going to keep kind of dipping down. In Houston, it's just the way it is. We get this rainy, cold, wet, nasty days, and we can't seem to it won't let go, but we'll get there. But as a result, my long run on Thursday and my long bike on Saturday kind of took the brunt of that. Long run was just wet, and it's an outside run. It was not rainy, it was just nasty. Had rained earlier, and so I was able to escape the rain for the most part. The long bike Saturday, it was a 90-mile ride. And it was warm. Got up to 70 degrees. I got out at 9:15, and I didn't get out of the neighborhood. 2, 3, 4 minutes on the bike, and the bottom just fell out, and I was absolutely soaked from head to toe. And it didn't really let up as I was heading out to get on the main road, and I just thought, 5+ hours on the road that could be intermittent rain like this, it's dangerous, and that's a long time to be wet like that. I thought, probably taunting the rain gods by taking that chance. So I turned around, went back to the house, cleaned the bike up, got it dried off, changed clothes, and then put the bike on the trainer and proceeded to do a 4.5-hour workout on the trainer. So kind of a beat down. The trainer has this place. I know pros pretty much use it exclusively, and I just I need to be out on the road. Anyways, I'm praying that these next few Saturdays we're gonna miss the weather, and I'll be able to get my long rides in, because they're 100-mile plus rides coming up, and I really need to get that done, both for physical, kind of testing, but also the mental part of it, because those are long and windy, and I just got to get them done. So hoping for a little better weather next week. Injury update. So I've been really pretty healthy, very happy with that. The other day, so I had a hip flexor. I'm not really sure what it is. I don't think it's the hip flexor itself. It's an adductor. I don't know all the terms, but not in the growing area specifically, but somewhere in there, I pulled something, strained something, and just walking. Every once in a while, I'd have this really sharp pain. Didn't really do anything different, just walking, and so I was a little concerned about the run. I was able to get through my run I did get, it was pretty fatigued at the end of that run. It was like a 9-mile run or 10 or something. And so, it's pretty much gone away, but I'm going to kind of keep an eye on that, do some stretches and try to do some active recovery, just be gentle with it and make it go away, because I don't need that. I think maybe it was caused from a run that I did in our neighborhood. I've been running down at the waterway down in the woodlands on a flat course, and here in my neighborhood, it's not mountainous, but it does have some pretty good hills. And I think coming down, there's one particular hill where I come down, and you're having to kind of put the brakes on, and your stride is a little wider, longer, and I'm wondering if that did not cause a little bit of something different that my body wasn't used to. And I don't know. I'd hate to think that I'm that sensitive to it, but whatever the case, that issue has, it came up what seemed seemingly out of nowhere, and I don't need that again. So I'm going to monitor that. Other than that, no real issues, although an embarrassing moment in the pool the other day. Every once in a while, you get a foot cramp. Well, I haven't had one all season. Man, I got a foot cramp, pushing off the wall, a little cockeyed maybe or something, in the middle of my foot, and, trying to relax it in your kick, in the middle of your swim. It just keeps cramping. So you have to pull your foot out, and I tried that, and just, trying to swim with your foot straight or, at a 90 degree. It's pretty tough, and I finally just had to stop and pretty much shuffle back to the edge of the pool where I could stretch it out. And so that's what we affectionately call the walk of shame, and finally happened. Hopefully that won't happen again. It's just a nuisance. It's not a big deal. It just screws up your routine, and your getting a little zone in the pool. Anyways, so got that done. Let's see, summary overall, not a bad week. Weather, that was a factor, but we got everything done, which was really important as these weeks volume gets longer and bigger. Looking forward to next week. It's another build week. I think we've got a 95-mile ride or something like that, and it's happening. It begins now with the real big miles, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited, a little bit nervous, and that's the place I want to be, because I want to be kind of focused on these workouts and really get serious about them. Not that I haven't been, but nutrition and just the whole, from soup to nuts, have to really be focused. So anyways, that's it. Stick with us. We will take a day off, and then we'll get back going next week, and see you next week. Well, so that's it, folks. Remember, of course, that we're doing this training, doing these videos through Ironman Foundation to raise funds for Tying Vines. It's a nonprofit that does humanitarian work for Syrian refugees in Lebanon. We are at what we call our 10-week countdown. 40-week program. Got through week 30. This is week 31, so this is kind of week 10 on the countdown, and over 2 months, but man, it's just right around the corner. And so we're trying to ramp up our fundraising and commensurate with the mileage ramp up. So anyways, please, if you're watching these videos, please consider donating. You can go to my Ironman Foundation webpage, click on that intro video, learn more about the cause, the Syrian refugee issue. It's a crisis, a magnitude that we haven't seen probably since the World War. So it's just massive. Need all the help we can get. Share this with your friends. People who may be interested in any kind of training, or running, or swimming, or cycling, whatever, triathlon. Share it in hopes that we can spread this word, spread awareness about this crisis, and raise as many dollars as we can for tying vines. So appreciate your help in that. Of course, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can follow me on this YouTube channel. Be sure and give us a thumbs up. That bumps our ratings, gets it, a little more visible out there. And that's it. So try to do everything we can to get the word out. So if you would join with us and help us in that cause. Okay, appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week.